What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for part 3 of the Mossberg 385K 20 gauge shotgun restoration series. What we're going to talk about today is stock refinishing. If you look back at the other vids in the series, this gun was in a relatively poor state, the stock. I went ahead and redid it with True Oil, so that's really what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to it. Thanks. So here we have the near finished product for the stock restoration on the Mossberg Model 385 restoration. Birch stock. In the second video when we did general disassembly, I took quite a bit of time to show that the stock wasn't in horrible condition, but the finish on it was definitely poor. It had some scratches. What I've done is refinished it with True Oil. This is about the last coat before the final coat, so this is pretty close to what it's going to look like when it's all done. Figured I'd take a couple seconds to get you guys some close-up shots so you can really see what we've ended up with. Really easy process, not really hard to do, and I'll walk you guys through it step by step on how we got from where we started to how we got to this. So really happy with how the graining and the figuring came out on this. It still looks like it has a little patina, but we've definitely prettied her up. Get some other views. I love True Oil. I love what that finish does. I'm also a fan of gloss. Some people don't like it. Some people like more of a matte finish, but for this gun we're going to try and turn it into an heirloom. And you know, the shiny look just does it for me. I like it. That'll give you guys a good idea of kind of what it's looking like now in the near finished state. And we can chat for a minute on how we got here. So basically, with any stock refinishing project that you're going to get involved in, you have to make a couple decisions first. First, with the old finish, do you want to chemically strip the old finish off, or do you want to sand it? For this particular project, there was some pits, some scratches, some fairly deep gouges on this. No major breaks on this stock, so I decided I was going to go ahead and try and sand it down versus chemically stripping it. You know, that's a decision you kind of have to make for yourself with what you have to work with. I really wanted to get into the grain of this stock. I really wanted to see what was going on with it to see if we could get the results we wanted. So I went pretty heavy on sanding. I started with a 120 grit and moved to a 220 grit on my palm sander. Black & Decker makes these, the Mouse, Harbor Freight. There's just a lot of places. Not even a DA sander. This is just a simple kind of household hand sander that I used. This stock lended itself well to that. There's no sharp radius curves or anything like that, so it was easy to do. So I went through that, power sanded it down, and once we got it to a satisfactory place where we had all the bad places knocked out of it, I did some hand sanding with 220 up to 300 and then 400 grit. This stock was pretty well old, so I didn't have to do, you know, a lot of grain filling. With the True Oil process, there's some things you can do with that, and that's an opportunity for you guys out there to let me know. Comment, tell me if you would like to see that process from start to finish with everything you would do with True Oil. I'll let you guys tell me if that's something you want to learn how to do, or if you know, it's really not worth spending the time on. So once we got through sanding, I did have to steam out a couple bumps. That's another thing, if you guys comment on and you want me to make a video on, I would love to. I just want to make sure that that's something you guys want to see. So basically, once I got the stock down to a bare state, got everything kind of smoothed out, you know, no more pits, no more scratches, I wanted to keep some patina on the gun. I didn't want it to look brand new. To an extent, I wanted it very glossy, but not extremely, you know, like it just came out of the factory. So here's a good example of some of the figuring in this wood, and this is a cheap birch stock, so this just shows you can get some pretty interesting figuring in these old stocks just by taking them down to bare wood. What you can see here, how we have like a reddish hue and some very dramatically differing textures in light and dark. I purposely tried to do that by going with a couple different stains. I did an initial light coat with a Gunstock stain from Minwax, and that's again proof that you don't have to use high-end specifically for guns to get a good finish. I buy this stuff at Home Depot and I'm happy with the results. So this Gunstock stain is actually like a reddish hue. I really just did that for grain penetration. That's where you can really start bringing out some of the figuring. And then I used a darker stain to get the overall look. So I basically did a 2-stain tier on tier to get everything looking the way it's looking right now. And then I started the True Oil finish. True Oil is basically like a petroleum and epoxy kind of based finish that you can either hand rub or use brushes, a myriad of ways to apply, and it works very much like a polyurethane finish. It builds up coat by coat to get this thick, hard, glossy type finish. Again, you know, that's something I would love to go over with everybody if you guys are interested in it. I have other gun stocks here that we could specifically do a True Oil application video. Just let me know, you know. Check us out, subscribe, check out some of the other videos. But anyway, that's how she came out. But like I said in the beginning of the video, we still have to do the final coat. This is really, it's about ready to go. I just got to do a smoothing coat and then do one very light final application, and that'll get everything perfect. No runs, you know, no high spots anywhere. Alright guys, well there's the quick update on the stock. I'll probably make another video just discussing True Oil more in depth. You know, this is really just a quick update. Stay tuned for the next video in the series. Next video is going to be metal work. Metal prep will be removing rust from the barrel. We also have to go back and do some diagnostics. This gun was not in working order when we started working on it. So we're going to need to take apart the bolt and figure out what the failure to fire causal factors are. I'm suspecting a firing pin right now, so we're going to disassemble that. We'll find out what's going on and we'll get that repaired. Then we'll go into the refinishing of the actual metal parts themselves, tuning. We're going to make this gun pretty nice. And that should wrap up the series and probably a couple more videos. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Yeah.